welcome everyone. So in today's video I want to show you my entire blouse collection. I have a lot of blouses from the 60s and 70s. These are pretty much all vintage and they're kind of a few different styles of blouses. And because whenever I make a video about my closet or my clothes in general, you guys ask me to show you all the pieces I own, I'm trying to slowly get there by kind of showing you categories every now and then. So these are all of my blouses. Some of them are more like t-shirt blouses, some of them are more 70s hippie blouses, some of them are really classic blouses, but I really love all of them. I am personally a big fan of blouses. I feel like they're a big staple for 60s and 70s outfits, and what I really love about them is that you can either wear them in a really preppy way or you can kind of tone it down and style them a bit more casual. So before I start the video, I want to preface it by saying that you don't need a lot of clothes to dress vintage, and I do not make this video to brag in any sort of way. I personally just have a huge collection of 60s and 70s clothing. I've been collecting it for quite a while. I dress exclusively in 60s and 70s clothes, and it's not like I've built this collection in a day. I've been buying vintage clothes exclusively for years, and I just really want you to know that you don't need that many clothing items, that many 60s and 70s style blouses if you want to dress vintage. You can just start by getting a simple white blouse and then just go from there. I just personally spend a lot of time in thrift stores, and most of them were pretty inexpensive because I just really like to dig through all of these shelves. So yeah, I just really want you to know that you do not need a lot of clothes to dress vintage, and that I don't want to brag with this video. So because I have quite a few blouses, this video is probably going to be pretty long, so let's get started. So let's start with this blouse. This is one of my absolutely favorite pieces of all time. As you can see, it has a really beautiful draped collar. It has fabric covered buttons, which is something that I really love. I am also absolutely loving these dreamy sleeves. I think this blouse is just so versatile, it's so gorgeous, and this is one of the pieces I just wear all the time. Moving on with this one. This one is a corduroy blouse with a really beautiful ruffled neckline. This one is from the 70s. I really like the brown color and that this one is kind of a bit more fitted. The one that I showed you before is pretty loose and this one is really nice and fitted. I feel like this is perfect for either a preppy look, you can wear it with a mini skirt, or you can kind of wear it really dressed down just with some flared jeans. And I honestly feel like the ruffled detail adds so much. It also reminds me a lot of Jimi Hendrix. He wore a lot of ruffly blouses and I just really love this one. So this blouse is one of my prized possessions. This one is actually not my size. It's pretty big on me, but I absolutely love it. This one is an original 60s silk blouse and it is so beautiful. It reminds me a lot of Brian Jones. As you can see, it closes like this and then it even has this little beautiful detail up here. I love the color. I think this is such an amazing and stunning color and I'm really happy that I got this one. Next up is this gorgeous 70s blouse top. As you can see, this doesn't have buttons in the front and it's kind of ripping apart a little, so I really have to fix this. I got this one at a thrift store for €5 or something. This was really inexpensive and it is hand sewn. Like, you can definitely tell from the seams. I love the fabric. I think this is such a beautiful pattern and the colors are really gorgeous. The sleeves on this are also really cute. I love these kind of balloon-like sleeves. Printed blouses were a big trend in the 60s and 70s and this one actually has such a beautiful collar as well. It's just a really big collar, which I really like, and so this blouse is also one of my favorite pieces. Moving on with this gorgeous silk blouse that you've seen me wear in a few videos recently because I am absolutely in love with this one. This one isn't a classic blouse, however this one is originally from the late 60s. It has this gorgeous like Biba inspired late 60s eclectic look. It is real silk. It's kind of a bit torn apart right here, but I'm gonna fix it. This is just so beautiful. It has the beautiful little detailing around the sleeves as well, and I am so in love with this. Moving on with this really cool 70s polyester thing. I love this blouse. This sits more like a dress on me, but sometimes I also like to just tie it up or tuck it into a mini skirt. It has beautiful little pockets right here. I feel like I say it with every blouse that this is like my favorite blouse and I love it so much, but honestly, I am really happy with the collection of things that I have. For me, going out and buying new things is like treasure hunting in thrift stores, and I really love it. And this blouse is just so beautiful. The pattern on it is so unique and gorgeous, and I really love it. Moving on with another white blouse. This one is such a dream as well. It has these beautiful drape details, kind of silk scarf look in the front, which I really love. It also has a really nice detail in the back. It It also has buttons on the sleeves, which I really love, and I feel like this blouse is great for a late 60s look. Next up I have this really cool jean button down. I really like this one. This is really casual. Denim shirts were a big trend in the 70s and also kind of in the 60s with hippie fashion and everything. I really love this one. It is a really nice and thick denim. I also love the stitching up here. I also really like to wear this open over like dresses or something, and I really want to decorate this one and kind of make it a lot more hippie-esque. So I'm definitely gonna stitch on it or maybe even draw on it. Honestly, personalizing your clothes was a big trend in the 60s and 70s, and I really like to do it. So I definitely have to put in a bit more work into this one because I feel like it's kind of plain. Moving on with a blouse that is not plain at all. This gorgeous short-sleeved one. I love the sleeves on this, and also that it has this little like silk scarf detailing. This one is so gorgeous. The pattern is such a dream. I love to wear this underneath dresses. This one is really nice for layering, but it's also really nice to be worn with a mini skirt or pretty much whatever you want. This is just such a versatile piece. This is also 100% silk, and silk blouses are really nice to wear. These are amazing if it's really hot outside in the summer because they're really airy and really light. So this one is one of my favorite pieces. Moving on with this beautiful velvet one that is probably more from like the 80s or 90s. The velvet kind of has a rose floral pattern. I really hope you can tell, but I'm also gonna put up shots of me wearing these. This one is so nice. I also really love the button, and if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that I absolutely love velvet, so this blouse is just such a nice item. And this one is also really cool if it's kind of colder in the winter because it really keeps me super warm. Moving on with this really cool 70s blouse. This one is also an original 70s piece. I really love how you can kind of tie it up right here. I feel like it's so cute. I love the little ruffling. I also really love the fabric. I feel like it's such an interesting kind of square knitted fabric, which was really popular in the 70s. I also really love the shade of dark red that this is, and this one is just really nice to be worn with jeans for a super casual look. Moving on with this really cool piece. This one is also from the late 60s originally. It is kind of a blouse meets blazer kind of situation. I love it. This one reminds me a lot of Anita Pallenberg. It's kind of really shimmery and so unique and eclectic. This one is perfect to go to a party or a concert because depending on where you stand in the light, it kind of shimmers differently. Moving on with another very classic piece. I feel like this is especially famous because Penny Lane kind of brought them back. I love this blouse. This one is a really classic embroidered little blouse. These were really popular among hippie fashion in the late 60s and 70s. And the material of this is really nice. So if it's super hot, this is a great option. It also has the same detailing on the bottom. So this one is just so beautifully embroidered. Moving on with this really cool beatnik blouse. I really like the fabric covered buttons. It also has a little detailing in the back where you can kind of tie it together. The sleeves are also really dreamy. They're kind of these balloon sort of sleeves where they kind of cinch in at the ends. I love this blouse. I think the pattern is really cool as said. This is really good for like a beatnik look or a really classic 60s mod look. I gotta be honest with you, I didn't realize how many blouses I had. We're probably not even halfway through, so let's just keep going. This one is such a dreamy little 60s moment as well. I really love the little ruffly detailing and just how beautiful this one is. I feel like white blouses with some sort of detailing are really popular in 60s fashion. This one also has such a cute little rounded collar. And what I really like about this blouse is that it is so simple yet kind of really interesting and unique with the details. So this one is just great to be worn with a mini skirt or also layered underneath dresses. Moving on with what I like to call my Sherry Curry blouse. This one reminds me so much of Sherry Curry of the Runaways. This is such a cool 70s blouse. I love the color and the material. I feel like this is a really simple piece, yet it is super stunning. I also kind of feel like the color comes off wrong in the camera because in reality it's kind of like a rusty red color rather than being this kind of pinkish tone. I forgot to hang this next blouse, but this one is super special to me. It is really beautiful. As you can see, it kind of has this really nice little detailing in the front, and then it has buttons all the way in the back. This one is really special because it actually used to belong to my grandma, and then she gave it to my mom, and now I have it. So it's originally from the 50s, and it is so cute. Just the way that it sits, it's kind of really laid back, but then it has this beautiful detailing. And this one also reminds me a lot of Patty Boyd, or maybe even like a Jane Birkin kind of look. So this one just really has a special place in my heart. Moving on with this blouse. So this one is a blouse that is actually in the part of my closet that also has stuff that goes out with bundles. If you're new to the channel, I also sell vintage style bundles where I kind of make sure that you guys get your perfect 60s and 70s look. Check the link in the description box. It's an Etsy shop, and whenever I have clothing that just doesn't feel right on me, or when I have stuff where I feel like would be really well for this person and their bundle, I will give it away. And this blouse is on there as well. So I love this blouse. I think it is so gorgeous. The detailing on it is so beautiful. This one is from the 60s originally. However, I kind of messed up my measurements, or I don't really know what went wrong because I got this on eBay. It's just really big on me, and I am really short, so it kind of looks like I'm drowning in it. You're gonna see it in the try-on portion, and it really doesn't fit me on the shoulders because I kind of have a petite frame because I am so short. I'm only 5'3", so this one really looks kind of off on me because the proportions are just really weird, but it's such a gorgeous piece, and I'm really happy to be giving this away to one of you. Next up is this really cute blouse. I love the floral print. I think it's so cute. This one is great for like a really classic 60s look. It can also be worn with a 70s look. And I really love the colors. For me, this is such a fall piece. And I feel like there's not a lot to say about it other than it just being really cute, because it just has a really simple cut, but I really love this one. Moving on with another piece that always keeps sliding off its hanger. This beautiful 70s blouse. As you can see, it has really cool like detailing in the front right here, and then it also has really nice balloon sleeves. Down here it also has a detail that can be tied up, which I really like. This blouse is so cool. It's kind of mesh and like a little see-through. I really like this one. I think there's a lot going on, but I love the pattern. I also think this works great for like late 60s eclectic styles, and I just really love this one. I really like patterned blouses, if you couldn't tell. I really like patterns in general, and so this one is just a dream come true for me. Moving on with this gorgeous piece. This one is just a classic white blouse. However, it has the most beautiful detailing and embroidery on here. This one is from the 60s originally too. I love it. This one is pretty big on me, to be honest, but I like to wear it either as a dress or I like to kind of tie it up. It's so gorgeous. I love the detailing. I feel like this one is perfect for a Jane Birkin type of look. Really dreamy and gorgeous. Next up, I have this really cute little short sleeved blouse. This one is so cute. It kind of sits a bit off the shoulder, which I really like, and it's just simple, but I feel like this with some jean shorts or just a skirt or just some flares in general is a really cute look. If you're curious to why the framing is now a little different than it was before, my camera just died and I had to change the battery, so that's why. Anyway, let's move on with the blouses. Next up is this gorgeous 60s blouse. The buttons on this one are so cute as well. I really love them. I hope you can kind of tell, but they're so cute. This one also is a blouse dress on me. As said, I'm just really short. I love the colors. I think this is such a cute little blouse. And what I really like about this is that I just throw this on and then some wooden heels or just some boots or something, and then that's it. I'm good to go. Moving on with this blouse that is also part of the blouses that I'm gonna give away in bundles, because this one as well sadly is too big on me. I love it. I think the pattern is really cool. This one is from the 70s originally. It's a polyester blouse. It just doesn't fit me, and that's why it looks a bit odd, but I would love to give this to someone who fits it and who will just look absolutely amazing in it. Next up is this really cool hippie blouse. This one is so cute. I really love the pattern. I feel like it's perfect for either a Woodstock look or just a hippie look in general. I also really like to wear this as a jacket. I think it's a really cute piece. There isn't really a lot to say about it, but I just really like it. Next up is this thing that I'm not really sure if it's actually considered a blouse, because It doesn't really have buttons, and then it's also made from like a very stretchy t-shirt material. However, these sort of tops were super popular in the 70s. I love the pattern and the detailing on this one. I think it is really, really nice. I like the collar, and honestly, I feel like this one is just perfect for a really laid-back look. Moving on, I have another one of these shiny blouses. I love this one. It's kind of a dark blue short-sleeved sort of blouse. These kind of blouses were really popular during the 70s and also kind of in the late 60s, and I just feel like it is a really unique and beautiful piece. Moving on with what I like to refer as my space age blouse, it's this gorgeous piece. As you can see, it's kind of sheer and see-through. This one is from the 60s originally. I kind of just have to hold it up because it's really, really slippery. I think this one is such a cool and unique piece. I really, really love it. It's perfect for, as said, a space age look, but it also works well with a lot of 70s styles. Next up is this one, which I'm not really sure if this also belongs like in the blouse section, because to me it's more a jacket, but I really wanted to include it because it's one of my favorite pieces. This one is an original 70s piece. As you can see, it kind of has the buttons up till here, and then it even has more buttons, but they're kind of hidden. These sort of jacket shirts were really popular, as said, in the 70s. They were mostly worn by men, but I honestly believe that fashion doesn't have a gender, so I really think anyone can wear whatever he, she, or they would like to wear, and I really like to wear this one. Next up is another really cool patterned blouse. This one is so, so cute. It also has like the cutest little detailing on the buttons. The collar on this is also so unique and beautiful. I really like the color combo of that like really dark green that's kind of a bit more toned down, and then this like brighter sort of pink. I think this is such a cute piece and I wear it all the time. Next up is this gorgeous blouse, and I actually have a really special connection to this one. As you can see, it's really cute, it's really simple cut, but I love it. It has beautiful detailing on the sleeves because it's kind of a bit ruffly, even though the elastic is a bit worn out, so I definitely have to fix this. It also has like the cutest little detail right here. This one is really special because I wore it on New Year's Eve this year, which I don't really know why, but I feel like it's kind of important to me what I wear when I start the new year, even though that might sound silly to some people. It's also really special because that New Year's Eve I actually spent in a hospital because of my eating disorder and depression, and so I mostly wore like hospital attire and like a lot of just t-shirts and really simple outfits, but then New Year's Eve came around and I really, really wanted to dress up, and so I wore this top, and I'm really happy that I did, honestly, and this one holds a lot of memories, so yeah, really happy about this shirt. Next up is this gorgeous little blouse that reminds me a lot of Marianne Faithfull and also Anita Pallenberg. It has little buttons up right here, which is super cute. It has these little roughly details around the armholes, and then it also has these really cool strings that kind of function as a scarf, and yeah, this is just really, really cute and perfect for a summer look. So we're almost through, just 3 more blouses and then we're good. So this one is really cool silk blouse. I am not really loving animal print, however I have 2 animal printed blouses. The next one I'm gonna show you after this one. So these used to belong to, let me get this right, my mom's husband's mom. So when she passed away, I got a look at her clothes and I really liked some pieces, so this blouse was one of them. This one is also pretty big on me, but I don't really mind it. I feel like animal print is really cool for that 70s Debbie Harry look, and I really like it. I also really love the silver shiny color, and I think it's a really cool piece. And the other blouse is this one, which is kind of a cheetah print. As said, I'm not the biggest lover of animal print, but I really love this one. This one is from the 70s, and I just feel like it's really cool for, as said, that Debbie Harry look. Ending this video with another one of my all-time favorite blouses. Love, love, love it. It's so cool. I love the blue and red and like the silver detailing. I just feel like this is such a really cool glam rock Mark Bolan kind of T-Rex look. So yeah, I really like it. Okay, so that's it. These are all of my blouses. As said, most of them are from the 60s and 70s. They all had lives before I met them, and I really like to look at my clothes like that. and just imagine who owned them before me and like what they got to live through in those clothes and experience. If you want to see a video where I style blouses, I already did a video styling white blouses. I'm gonna link that right here. But if you want to see me do a video on styling patterned blouses or just funkier blouses in general, leave a comment down below telling me. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, I would love you to give it a thumbs up and maybe even share it with a friend. It supports the channel, it supports me, and it would mean a lot. If you're interested in all things 60s and 70s, like the fashion, the makeup, the people, the music of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel because I upload multiple videos every single week all about that, and I would love to have you around. I also started posting on TikTok this week. So far I've been doing a pretty good job on posting every single day. I don't know if I'm able to keep that up, but for now it's a lot of fun for me. I have my TikTok linked down below and I would love to be friends over there. I hope you have an amazing day. Go out, enjoy the sunshine, take yourself some time to focus on you and your mental health today, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye guys!